Ready. Henry. Check 56. Come on. Sunday. That's gonna be a
Jameis now going to run the option to the right. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready. It's Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check 50. Check 50. Check. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On second down, this is Jackson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
No. Off.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And they can't bring him down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check your hot read. Check 3. Hey, stop.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Black 22. 54. Check. Watch out. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
The first down throw for Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Winston. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Come on, set. 30 base. Blue draw, Corker. Check 31.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to John Ross. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
throw now. 18 Gator. Hey, Echo. All day, defense. Snap.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready, ready. 15 line. 15 line.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Let's go.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
8 read. Switch out. Check. Side.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Set. 60 outlaw. Hey, exit.
2nd and 15. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7 under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
31 yards there and a first down. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week but they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
See if they do that. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 13. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Uzama. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. C.J. Uzama, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Bengals 14, Raiders nothing.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, here we go. Wait.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, blue ladies. 56, check 56. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. Flip. D-line, get that quarterback. 22, check, cover.
On 2nd down now. It's Jackson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play fake, Winston. And that's caught by Smith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. He lets it fly for... Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Josh Malone, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, Winston. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Quick the edge. Come. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 5-0.
To throw, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andrew Billings busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Kill. Watch the twist. Under 10. Easy. 49, check 49.
To try again after the sack. Winston. They find some open field here. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Joe Mixon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Bullock's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On third down, Winston. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
56. Months 56.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, orbit.
They're going to look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Pull it high. Shoot.
Again, it's Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage. but not much more than that.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Here's Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Mixon with a first down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Jet sweep. Boyd with it. Oh, he shifts past him. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
White. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston. And he's got Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Jackson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Hey, stop. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking here for Smith downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
70, Indy.
Coming. Check.
Not that.
And an alley to run. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Come on, baby.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
On first down, Mixon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Second and 3 at the 47-yard line.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Winston, he's going to air. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They'll run with Jackson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. They'll run again with Jackson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Raiders on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be third and 5. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. He's got a first down past the 30 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to zone blitz scheme.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. They almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring.